Hi, welcome to ADHD TV with me, Jo Richards. So, what I wanted to talk about was something that Ned Hallowell has covered off quite a lot actually, and it's about the two sides of each trait of ADHD. So you've got the problematic side and then you've got the useful side. So if I just think of an example, when it comes to relationships with other people, so it could be romantic or it could be friendships. So we are very childlike. We have lots of enthusiasm. We want to see the best in everybody. We want to see the best in every situation. We have a huge sense of justice, of what's right and fair. And if you've got the H like me, you have an abundance of energy. We're excitable. We bring the fun. And so this is all of the great things that as ADHDers we bring to relationships. And they can be really useful and really great qualities. They can also, have a problematic side. So the fact that we are so, such people pleasers and so looking for the best in everybody and so optimistic that actually we can sometimes not see the people that are actually really in front of us and what their intentions and motives are. And so that can be over a period of time. Couple that with time blindness. So actually we stay in relationships a lot longer than we should. And that could be friendships or romantic partnerships. The lack of working memory means that we quite often forget what has been said or what's upset us, or it's very easy for other people to coerce us to thinking that we are the ones that have misunderstood the situation. And so we can't rely, we know, because we've had years and plenty of examples, that we can't rely on our own memory and our working memory to actually make sure that we have clarity on situations, long-lasting situations like relationships and friendships, and relationships with family members. And so it's really, really common for us to stay in relationships and friendships a lot longer than other neurotypicals, just because we don't always piece it together. Now, I'm not saying that we're not good judge of characters, because we are, and we are really good energy readers. And so what I always ask people to do when they have some unhappiness around how relationships are going, how friendships are going, how, things are going in their life, because they're so important. Friendships, relationships, connections with others, we are hardwired to connect. They are just so important for us. And if people can't always bring forward the reasons why they're unhappy or the reasons why they think something's not going quite as well as they thought it should, but they can't rely on their working memory, of course, keep a diary. If you can remember to, notes in your phone's a really good thing. But I always ask you to go back to, okay, how do you feel? So it's not necessarily remembering what somebody has said. And there's that famous quote, and I do apologise, I can't remember who it's by, but it's no one remembers you for what you've said. Everyone remembers you for how you make them feel. And so it's just apply that to your friendships, apply that to your relationships with your family, with romantic partnerships. How do you feel? And you can't deny your feelings. And if they aren't good, if they are negative, then of course you need to take time to pause, take time to maybe try and go back and look at your notes, try and piece together what's going on for you and how you prefer to feel. What feelings do you want somebody to make you feel? How do you want to feel when you're around people? I really don't like the analogy of drains and radiators, but actually some people, when you've been with some people, sometimes you feel exhausted. And then when you've been with really healthy, lovely people, you feel like you're walking on air, you're walking 10 foot high. And those are the people that you want to surround yourself with and spend, you've got 24 hours in one day, be really selective with who you give your energy and your time to and who you spend your time with. I hope you find this useful. I always say we feel more, we hear more, we see more, we smell more. Just our five senses are a lot higher than I would believe neurotypicals. And so it's just trying to remember is the really hard thing, what we're feeling and why we're feeling it, and piecing it together. But your feelings never lie. Your body always tells you how you feel about something. So just always go in and ask yourself. I hope you find this useful and I look forward to chatting to you in the next video. Take care. Bye.